Hey, how's it going everybody, and welcome back to another Fallout 4 mod review. This is going to be a super quick one, but a really cool one at that. And today we're checking out, there it is, Settlement Maps for Collectors by Say, something like that. Anyways, as you can see on screen, this is a new map for your Pip-Boy. Additionally, it will also have the effect of showing colors on all of your weapons as an all-in-one mod download, but for the map itself, there are actually 3 different versions, the Minimalist, Completionist, and Perfectionist, and I was showing all of those. And it also covers all of the DLCs. So, with the Minimalist, which is what we have active here, it will only show you the locations on the map and the events on the map. And this is probably my most preferred version of the mod, because it's not super cheaty, but the other ones will show you a lot more map markers. So, as you can see, there are little arrows pointing to the standard locations in white. And there are also some more arrows on the map that you can find that don't have locations attached to them. So if we scroll, here's one. An arrow right here with no location, that is a random encounter that you can find in the world. There's one here as well, and here, all over the map. These signify the random encounters that can happen in the game at random locations that aren't necessarily marked on the map. Another thing I really like with this mod is that it has a very high level of detail. You can see all of the stuff on the world exactly as it is. For example, this is Sunshine Tidings Co-op, and those are the big silos at that location. If you head over to, say, Thicket Excavations, there's the entire quarry. There is a super high level of detail, and it's just really cool. And I quite enjoyed this map, and honestly, I think I'm gonna hold on to this for my personal use. So moving on to the next version of the mod, the Completionist version of the map, there are a few new options that you can see on your map here. If you look at the legend, we also now have magazines, bobbleheads, merchants, and quests. So, if you check out the map now, all of the locations have additional markers. So, for magazines, we see that Vault 111 has a magazine here. Sanctuary actually has 2. There's a little 2 signifying that right above it. And there's also a merchant over here to the west of a ranger cabin, as well as over here underneath Walden Pond. And I'm pretty sure these are just chances of spawning. I don't think this is a guaranteed location for merchants, but I could be wrong. And then right here we have Corvega Assembly Plant, where there is also a bobblehead marked by the yellow marker. And then we don't have any red markers that I can see because we don't have any active quests at the moment, but those would appear as well. Oh wait, there's one right there. A quest location that we have for one of our current quests. So yeah, this is the step up if you would like some of the additional features included, but not all of the super cheaty items that will clog up your map. But there's quite a bit of good things available in this that aren't super cheaty. It tells you that there's a bobblehead here and here, but it doesn't tell you where. So you don't have to look up guides for them. You at least know the location, and you can still do some exploring. Another thing that I noticed as I'm scrolling around here, this is all ocean, and you can actually see the topography of the floor of the bottom of the sea there, and that's pretty cool. There's a lot of crashed ships and rocks and different things out there that are pretty neat, and you probably never would have noticed before. And finally, we have the Perfectionist version of the mod, which has the most markers for your map, and this is where things really start to get cluttered. But here we have the same things that were revealed before, the locations, events, magazines, bobbleheads, and merchants, and quests. But now we also have holotapes, underwater locations, unique items, and power armor. So if we look at just Vault 111 alone, we have a location, a magazine, a holotape, and a unique weapon, that being the cryolator, of course. And there's some locations that have even more than just that, like here at the Fusion Building has 5 separate items there alone. Huber's Comics has a good bit of stuff. I know there's a few unique weapons and items there as well, and magazines, of course. And yeah, this is the absolute best way to find all of the items in-game without having to look up tutorials. I mean, it's not just going to give them away, of course. It only gives you the location. But you can still see exactly how many things are there. Like, look at Diamond City. It has 9, I haven't learned the colors yet. 9 unique items there. I can't think of what they are off the top of my head. I'm assuming that the merchant weapons count, so that, oh, and the merchant armors as well. Yeah, there are 9 unique items there. That's crazy. So yeah, this is a really cool thing. I'm curious to see if if you collect the items, if their markers go away. I haven't tested that yet, but maybe that's something you could try for yourself. Before I forget, this mod also includes all of the DLC location maps as well. So here we are looking at the Far Harbor. I don't have any locations discovered yet, but here is the main town that you first start out at, and you can see that it is full of detail. There is a ton of detail on the map, and it's so cool. And you can actually see now that even though I have no locations discovered, there are markers for what the locations are, which is a pretty neat touch. Here's the crashed ship that you find later on in some of the quest lines. This is a pretty cool detail. My bad, this is the town you start at. That's a different city, but regardless, really cool. Really cool map. Let's check out Nuka World. So yeah, here is a look at the Nuka World map, which is also very nice and full of detail, just like the others. Here you can see the dam up at the top of the map, and as we move down, there is the little town, the red rocket, and then all of Nuka World is right here. There is the big mountain that you have your overseer, or not overseer, your overboss base in, and then all of the different locations. Oh no, actually that's the mountain, excuse me. This is the western town, my bad. And yeah, that is all of Nuka World here, and then the outskirts as well, the locations that you can find out here. Really cool. Again, this is just an awesome mod that adds a ton of details to your map, as well as these little location markers, which are pretty cool, especially if you're going to do something like I'm going to do soon, which is a no compass run. You can use this to kind of guide yourself in the right direction. If you want to try this mod, it'll be linked in the description as always. And if you enjoyed the video, drop a like. It helps us get into that algorithm and gets more Fallout 4 modding content to the Fallout community. If you like these bite-sized little mod reviews, consider subscribing. We've got plenty more to come and plenty more already on the channel. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace.